10 of us from Plymouth Covenant went up to Alaskan Christian College to help out with a work project up there. This college focuses on Eskimos of Alaska, and here was a project we're not supposed to get involved with. We worked with the people up there, the staff, and did some of the smaller projects. Here's Willie putting in a floor, and Trent. We had a number of. There we are.
Are they doing the other one
at work?
Or not yet?
I think Mike is getting started on that one. We tried to repair a light up there, but we need Rich's expertise because it doesn't work.
Man in action. Right here.
Yeah, with a dustpan.
Yeah, it looks good on you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Barry. You're a pal.
About 3 days to finish all these cabins. We others in the crew worked on landscaping, and here's Liz taking the area and getting it shaped up. She worked hard, and Karen did too, getting things put back together again. Winter takes its toll. Mike was there, and you can see the finished product, which is pretty nice. Here's Keith fixing up the weed whacker, and he did a lot of mowing up there, fixed up their volleyball court, and again, landscaping. And another thing we did up there is I worked on the ice roofs. The snow mounds up there and eventually slides off the roof and piles up in front of the door or hits somebody coming out. So
pneumatic shears works nice for
putting up the ice roofs hopefully will help things out and keep things safe. And here's another roof we're getting ready to put on the administration building, and and a ice grate for keep from tracking in too much. Some additional walls in the dormitory for the laundry area, and here's Willie and Rich working on this stuff. One job that Willie did, they said was impossible, so it was pretty cool for him to pull in his talents and make it happen. Learned a lot up there about the different types of people they work with. Again, they focus on mostly the Eskimo students, which were not there. They were home hunting and putting up fish, kind of like kids from farm areas here. But
he said Alaskan. I laughed and said no. I said no way. That's cold. There's no way. He said just give it a try. I said okay. Eventually, after a little while, I said okay. And I said, so when are you talking? Next month. He said no way. So I said no right away. And this was in August. Yeah, in August. And he said, how about January? All right, I'll go in January. It's okay. So I thought I was a Christian, and so I took it. It took a minute, and I said no. And he said, okay, do you want to? Well, I thought a minute again, and he said, yeah. Yeah, so he said, well, will you pray with me? Said, yeah. So he started this prayer, and we were laying on. I never had any withdrawals from any drugs I've ever done. And I realized that day that God is the ultimate high, and all the other drugs are imposters. Everything is Him, is in Him. No way.
another student we met up there, this guy's from Oman, not an Eskimo. So these two students were not Eskimos, but they were up there working at the college for the summer. The other students are back helping their families with putting up fish and hunting and things like that. So in the evenings, we were able to go out and take in some of the interesting local things the college set up for us to get exposure to. Here's a lady. She runs the Iditarod, or the dog race up there, the Iditarod dog race, which is a huge deal. Not many women have what it takes to do a race like that. She has about 50 dogs, and it was very, very interesting to see how she prepares and takes care of the dogs and everything. Salmon were running up there, and we got to go to some of the rivers and take a look in the evenings. Sun doesn't set, so we could stay out pretty late. Arctic Barnabas was another ministry we visited that flies into areas that don't have roads, and in order to take care of pastors, missionaries, and people, the needs of people up there. We had a play day where we went to Seward, got on a boat for about 5 hours, and got to cruise around and see some of the wildlife and scenes. Very beautiful, very impressive place. Lots of eagles. Got to see, we thought it was dolphins, but actually these are killer whales. And seals. Here's a puffin, I guess it's called. And there was a mountain goat we got to see staring down at us. Very beautiful. Here's a humpback whale tipping its flukes up for a deep dive. And a huge glacier. Icebergs. The whole deal. Alaska's an amazing place, and I was really glad to be able to do this. We had a great time together.